£11,404.91 we have now raised. It's absolutely brilliant. Get over to the Just Giving page and please, 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 if you can, keep donating. We are appreciating every last drop of what you guys are doing. It is absolutely amazing. So keep that up. I've got another guest. So as I said, it's an international flavor at the moment. We've got Nitesh here on the line all the way from India. Oh, I can't hear you, Nitesh. If you unmute your mic.
Good morning, Robbie. I hope you can hear me.
There you go. Yes, I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's almost 6:30 here in the morning right now.
6:30 in the morning. But listen, I was looking the other day and they were showing India, which of course India is a huge, huge country. Shut down. Unbelievable.
It's been tough here, but overall we are happy that the spreading of the virus has not been as serious as maybe the US or Italy or Spain. But the problem is that if it starts spreading here once, it can spread very quickly because of the population, the huge population. And we are trying to avoid that happening here. The doctors are working hard, the medical staff, as you know. And we hope that it does not spread because if India gets infected, then it could be a serious problem for the world.
And same over there, you've been getting hit hard with the sporting events. Obviously, I know obviously you love your football, but one of the big things in India is cricket. That's like the number one sport, and the IPL cancelled, probably won't return till next year.
One of the biggest events in the world of cricket and overall sporting events. And yes, and especially the T20 World Cup that was going to happen in October, I think that might be cancelled as well. And one of the guests, as he clearly mentioned, that 18 months, yes, 18 months is the time period that any vaccine needs to get into the market. So, and I had done some research on the Spanish flu pandemic as well. It took about 2 years before the pandemic actually was eradicated from the world, including the vaccine being distributed. So it is a possibility that it might take, as he was suggesting, that football may be suspended. It could be the case with all activities across the globe.
Yeah, I think the only thing we can hope with that is that obviously Spanish flu, that was like 1918. Yes. Hopefully we're a bit more advanced than those times, and we can get things into place a lot quicker. But the thing is, when you look at the sort of draconian methods we're having to use to try and contain this virus, it shows you that we don't have nothing at the moment to deal with it.
Yes, the only solution is the vaccine being prepared. And if the vaccine gets ready and is distributed quickly into the markets, I think the disease can be eradicated. The only thing that the medical staff right now is trying from their end to increase the immunity of the people. And that is the only solution, staying at home, being safe. And that is what is being followed in India as well. And we are showing some unity in respect to that, with respect to that.
Now, listen, I know that in India, football is huge, absolutely huge. Oh, I speak to so many Arsenal fans from India. There's I've met these guys. They were a Tottenham group from India. Man United are huge over there. I mean, it's massive, isn't it?
Yes, the football is massive. We have 2 leagues now. Earlier, we had a single league, that was the I-League, but now the ISL has also started its growing. The one thing I can tell you with respect to football, what Liverpool fans will be hoping, the I-League actually gave away the title to the team that was leading, which is Mohun Bagan. So Liverpool fans will be hoping that if it does the same and grants them the title win as well. And as I said, we had 2 leagues. The final of the ISL was played behind closed doors. There was no audience in that final, but I think football behind closed doors is boring. And if you must have seen, there was a video of cricket as well, where a batsman hit the ball into the crowd, and it was the fielders were searching the stands for the ball, with no audience at all. So that can be the situation that happens when an empty stadium is used. And obviously, as some of the guests mentioned, that Liverpool, and even you mentioned, Liverpool wouldn't want to win a title in front of an empty stadium. If in India we had to play the IPL in an empty stadium, it would actually kill the vibe of the entire game, and possibly it would be much more boring than it is with the cheering on for their teams. the fans are the heart of the entire game, I feel. So that is the kind of spirit that Indian fans have with respect to cricket and football, and they keep fighting over Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, and which team is the best team in the world, and that is in a positive way, and that shows how much they love their football and other sports as well.
Who's the biggest club in India? Best supported English football club in India?
I think it is between Manchester United and Liverpool currently, but Arsenal also has a very strong fan following. The problems we have at the club are responsible for our fan base going down and Chelsea going up. And it has happened that the new generation has not seen what actually Arsenal was doing in the 1990s and 2000s. And if you see, in all honesty, for most Chelsea fans, football history begins in 2003, 2004. So they think that that is what is the entire history of the Premier League. It's all Chelsea and not Arsenal. And but because Wenger eventually won some of the FA Cups, I think the Arsenal support has been restricted a bit. But right now, Liverpool, because they won the Champions League, United under Sir Alex Ferguson, and even Jose titles, those are the ones growing stronger. If suppose Kroenke finally goes ahead, invests a bit of money, or we could have won the last year Europa League final, the Arsenal fan base would have gone crazy in India as well. That Europa League final was a huge turning point. If only we had won that, it could have been a major turning point for us. European trophy, finally.
Definitely. Listen, you need to get in contact with one of them billionaires that are over there. There's a lot of them over there in India. Send them over and get one of them to come and buy the club.
I guess if Newcastle can do it, Arsenal definitely can do it. And get a big buyer.
I think the problem is that our guy doesn't want to sell. That's it. I think our billionaire would have loved to have got his hands on Arsenal, but Stan Kroenke just doesn't want to sell it.
Maybe it can be. Maybe one of the American billionaires can try buying it, because I think they would at least have a better chance of. I don't think he will try to listen to anyone else across the globe, because if that was the situation, he already had some good offers from Africa as well, as you know, and various other countries tried to buy Arsenal. There was a joke going around with Josh Kroenke appealing to people. Many of the people wanted him to donate Arsenal to a billionaire and spend that money on helping medical staff. So that was one way they were trying to get Arsenal away from the Kroenkes. But unfortunately, I guess it won't be happening, and we can only hope that post the pandemic, Arsenal has a better owner someday down the line.
Well, listen, Nitish, thank you very much for coming on, man. I really, really appreciate it. And you guys stay safe over there in India.
Thank you, Robbie, so much.
You know what? That's one place, right? I mean, when this thing's over, when this coronavirus is over, that's one place I want to visit. I keep saying I want to come to India. I've got to get over there, man. I heard so many nice things about the country, so definitely got to get over to India. But you guys stay safe over there.
Thank you, Robbie, and hope to see you soon in India. And India will be a good host, as always, to all us guests. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. That's Nitish there, Big Gooner over there in India. As I said, a real international flavor we've got today to the show. Getting back over to see, we're raising so much money here, man. I'm impressed with you guys.